Every team, every swing, and every dollar helps change lives through literacy right here in our community. Join me out on the course and be part of something that makes a real difference in our community. Visit ozarksliteracy.org to register or learn more.
At some point in your life, you or a loved one will need disability services, and Easter Seals will be there. Because at Easter Seals, our national network of caregivers and experts make a lasting difference in the lives of people with disabilities by providing care and support at every stage of life in thousands of communities across America, like yours. We're helping your neighbors, kids, grandparents, and friends with disabilities lead full, independent lives. We're Easter Seals.
Every year, more than 4 million pets enter shelters here in the United States. Many of these animals are rescued from desolate conditions. My friends at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. They help ensure that pets have a safe, warm shelter during times of need, especially during natural disasters. But pets need forever homes too. Adopting a shelter pet enriches the lives of one's family and allows shelters to help more animals awaiting care. Consider adopting today and take some time to learn more about American Humane's other work, including their efforts to rescue animals in need, certify the humane treatment of farm animals, help ensure the safety of animals on the silver screen, and protect our planet's amazing endangered species at AmericanHumane.org.
Is taking over the weekend with the regular season finale.
And it comes down to this.
And it all kicks off with Fox UFL Friday. The playoff push is on.
Turn it up a notch.
As the Dallas Renegades
Huge play
face the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Well, he turns on the Jets.
Then on Sunday, it's the Louisville Kings.
Touchdown.
And the Columbus Aviators.
Let's go.
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
Okay, so we did a brain rot quiz yesterday, Jesse.
Good. What's the word of those strange little men stuck in toilets?
Wait, what?
I'm going to say skibbity. Is that right?
That was the correct answer. Skibbity.
Watch 5 o'clock on Ozarks First Plus. Watch the Rabbit Hole Report on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device. Jesse Inman on Ozarks First. First in news. First for you.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Menards.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Menards.
From the Deputy and Mizell Law Studios, Unscripted starts now. And welcome to Hour 2 of Unscripted. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Tom Turton.
I'm Maddie Conklin. Happy Friday.
Should we tell people where Jeremy is?
We definitely can.
Go ahead.
All right, you guys. So Jeremy is actually out in Kimberling City today. He will be going live from there all of the third hour.
Third hour, yeah.
Showcasing different businesses, the city, you know, all the fun stuff. So he's going to be there. Well, he is there now. And I think they're inside. They're not. They were going to either do outside if it was nice, but of course with all the rain, I think
you never know.
inside.
But yeah, but if they're where I believe they are, you know, it's a asphalt parking lot.
Okay.
So if that's where they are, it might be possible. Of course, Tom will be able to tell us, you know, better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know he's ready for it. Woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I'm sure.
As he always does.
Yeah.
No drama with his dogs or anything.
Right. And I'm sure any of the neighbors within a, 5-mile radius know when he wakes up.
Yeah, because they hear him.
Yeah.
Come here! Missy Chrissy!
Yeah.
Luckily, maybe that's why he lives in the middle of nowhere, because he had
Everyone
complaints.
asked him to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you stop? We hear you screaming at 3 in the morning, man.
Everybody chipped in so he could buy a bigger parcel of land.
There you go. That's how that happened. Yeah.
I hope he's not listening right now.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, you never know.
He's in Kimberly. Well, he could be tuned in.
You call in the middle of shows when you're not here sometimes.
I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that watches from home, as you have stated.
That's it.
Did he tell you that I texted a picture of you guys on, what was it, Tuesday? I said, I'm watching. Don't be saying anything bad about me.
No, but we did. He didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
We said a lot bad about you that day.
Well, I didn't catch it, so I'm
Nobody
just,
believed us.
You know, ignorance is bliss.
Nobody believes us. That's the whole thing.
And you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't ever believe anything they say about me.
She's a veritable
Unless it's
saint.
great stuff. Yes, exactly. But what's not so great is that cough you got.
Yeah,
I think it's because of the rain.
You think? Yes, it probably.
the
Oh, that's what
weather.
it must be. That yes.
I was drenched coming into work this morning, Tom.
Yes.
Wet dog.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah.
Rain. Yeah, look, better dry yourself off. You'll be needing to keep the towels, the umbrellas, and the raincoats close today because we got more rain on the way, especially for the morning. Some couple different scenes here. Now, the Dallas District Resort and Casino camera in northeast Oklahoma looks okay. Cloudy skies, no rain there. Beaver Lake, passing showers, northwest Arkansas. Ozark, heavy rain occasionally. Springfield right now seeing another round of heavy rain come through this morning. Parts of the Battlefield area in southwest Springfield saw over 3 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. Okay, that's yesterday and today. Springfield officially at the airport, 1.5 inches of rain now. Over 2 inches in Mountain Home. Some areas though from Cotter to Yaleville, okay, down towards Marshall and Mountain View saw some pretty big flooding yesterday as they picked up 6 or more inches of rainfall. And this morning they're seeing just more rain, not as widespread as yesterday, but still pockets of heavy rain this morning. So to account for that, we have a flood watch in place through 10 o'clock this morning in southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. Kind of the same areas that saw the heaviest rain yesterday. Could be dealing with more minor flooding today as more rain is on the way this morning. So Jeremy's down at Kimberling City. If we look at Kimberling City now, it looks okay. Had a little bit of rain there now, but rain off to the west towards Shell Knob and Emerald Beach. Blue Eye and southward has another rain system coming in out of Harrison. That'll lift northward, maybe around Table Rock Lake. So he might get away okay, but generally a gloomy day to be outside. Heavy rain also going through Douglas County to the west of West Plains, maybe around Kabul. From Mountain Grove also northward through to Lebanon. Some scattered showers there. So rain and storms continue for the morning. It will fade a little bit later today, but I think for the afternoon, the rain focus will be east of Highway 65. So folks in central Missouri, Lake Ozark, Tuscumbia, Vienna, Rolla, Fort Wood, Salem, you're going to find a little bit of rain today, unlike yesterday. Tomorrow, a few showers here and there for the morning tomorrow, but I think Saturday afternoon, probably going to wind up mostly dry and might even find some sunshine, so that's good news. The weekend overall is okay. Sunday's going to be better than Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday all look okay. Warmer, muggy, and some sunshine middle of next week.
You know what's funny is this morning when I was in my kitchen about to leave, I had a show on my phone and there was like this loud sound. I'm like, is that our AC unit acting up again? So I turned off the show. It was the rain. It was coming down so hard.
Oh, yeah.
I put like my windshield wipers on the highest setting today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that going to be all day or just are we kind of done with it now?
I think probably for the morning. The afternoon we may be okay, but it's still going to be raining periodically through the day.
Well, it was raining hard this morning. I know I couldn't even see my windshield.
And that's the thing.
And then
That's
I realized
scary.
I'd left my sunroof open, so it did clear up a little after that.
Yeah, showers are scattered, but it'll be heavy when it's raining.
All right. That weather is too legit to quit with Tom Schmidt.
I apologize. We'll be right back.
Carissa Cordell, weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
Hi, Roger here from Race Brothers. Come check out Steel's battery-powered equipment. Steel battery tools have the power to get the job done on a single charge. Each product features an integrated battery that plugs right into the wall. Mowers, trimmers, blowers, power washers. Get it all done with Steel battery-powered equipment. Don't forget our great parts and service department. We service what we sell at Race Brothers in Springfield, Carthage, and Monette. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply.
Choose it today, use it tomorrow. Next day delivery on hundreds of appliances. Our best lineup is here. Lowe's,
It still feels like he's gonna walk right in and sit down for dinner.
I even made his favorite this week.
Are you okay, Mom? Are you sure you're ready to do this again so soon?
Honey, there's no place I'd rather be right now than here with family. I was just worried I wasn't going to be able to do this anymore with the cost of the funeral, and it was so unexpected. But your dad, he always had a plan.
What do you mean?
He had a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. It really helped me with the expenses, and the payment came so fast.
But how was he able to qualify? With his health issues?
With United of Omaha, there were no health questions or medical exams. His acceptance was guaranteed.
If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage, starting at just $6.38 a month with United of Omaha. Your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down for any reason, and benefits may be paid within 24 hours. Unlike some policies, United of Omaha benefits are payable from day one. With one quick call, you can qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage.
But aren't those policies expensive?
They had options for as little as $6.38 a month. Plus, it was so easy. I even signed up for a policy of my own, so you won't have to worry either. And with their rate lock guarantee, my rate is locked in for life. My coverage will never go down, and my premiums will never increase.
Help take care of your loved ones after you're gone with a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy from United of Omaha today.
Call 800-616-7970. That's 800-616-7970. 800-616-7970. Call today.
Tracy Terrell and Joey Smith with the 25th Metaphysical Fair with us this morning. Thank you for coming in, gentlemen.
Oh, thanks for having us very much.
Give us the broad brush stroke. What is this all about?
It's very much about, we have many products that we sell. We have stones, we have crystals. Tarot's a big thing. But what we really have is a lot of energy work that comes out for our fair. We have readers anywhere from tarot to oracle. People use crystals, things like that.
Yeah.
Healing energy work is big with our fair as well.
So energy, I've heard that a few times.
Yes.
And okay, so when I think energy, I'm thinking, all right, I wake up and I've got energy, but there's a lot more to the energy than just that. It's kind of like your chakras. Am I right in saying that?
Most definitely, and the way we think. In fact, an understanding of metaphysics is knowing how the mind and the way you think and your perspective, how it really affects your reality. And a lot of times we can get blocked in a cycle in the way that we think and the way that we feel. And if that's negative in sorts, it can really affect the outcome of our world, if you will. So our readers and our healers provide opportunities for new information and new energy work so that you're able to create and alleviate blocks from yourself so that you're thinking better, so that you're healing better, so that you're feeling better, and that kind of reflects out in
And we all want to feel better.
Absolutely, we do, yes.
Definitely.
Is this you know, a learning and understanding a way to change things or a way to accept things?
Both.
Both, definitely. A lot of people look at this as a way to move beyond blocks and things that are going on with you. But it does give you the ability to kind of move into a different way of thinking. And so that's always a nice opportunity. With our people that come in, all the different vendors, that's exactly what people are seeking, something different. They're not alternatives for the way of doing things than what would be your normal way of doing things. And so that's what they come looking for. They're searching for something to help them usually, whether that's to get a reading, whether that's for energy work, you know, to get a different vibration going within their lives.
So this is the 25th Metaphysical Fair.
It is our 25th Metaphysical Fair. We're excited this year. It's also our 10-year anniversary. So it's not only our 25th, but it's our 10-year anniversary as well. So we're excited to be here and share it all with you. And yes, absolutely.
Well, tell me a little bit about, you know, from when you started to now and how it's changed, how it's grown.
We started in 2016 with a one-day fair before we went on vacation, we just decided to bite the bullet, go and find a space. It was a one-day fair, which was terrifying and exciting all at the same time.
Yeah.
That very first year. But it's built throughout the years from a one-day fair to a 3-day fair, where it's a 3-day fair now, 3 times a year. So
3 times a
three
year.
times a year.
Wow.
Yes.
And so when is it? When will people be able to partake here?
It is in July, this one, and it's the weekend of the 10th through the 12th. Doors open at 10 a.m., stay open till 5 p.m., and we'll be there all weekend.
Where is there?
There is Nixa, Missouri.
It's
at the Ozarks Event Center.
The Event
Nixa,
Center.
Missouri,
Yes,
just
Ozarks
4
Event
minutes
Center.
outside of Springfield.
Yeah.
Is this a great place if you're just looking to learn? Because
Yes.
you know, sometimes people say metaphysics and you go, oh, I don't know what that is. This might be the place to start.
This would
Absolutely,
be,
yes.
This would be. About half of the people that come to the fair are coming their first time to experience it.
Okay.
They'll come across it on social media or different types of things where they have heard about it or from friends, relatives, and then they come and they just try it out. They're putting their foot in the water and trying to see what this is all about. And that is their opportunity. So we try to provide that opportunity and have been now.
Well,
for
these
years.
practices they've been around forever.
They have. They are ancient. Yes.
Yeah.
They really are.
They are ancient.
So if someone's coming for the first time, are they walking into like a big convention center and just making their way around it? Or, are there different stops along the way? Is there kind of a guide, if you will, on where to go?
We have a building that actually allows for about 60 of our vendors there. So you have the opportunity to walk through with your own accord there. We also have presentations that will be available throughout the weekend. So we have a 3-day pass actually that's cheaper than coming in for the first day there.
Daily pass.
So if you're interested in any kind of presentations and you really like those, get that 3-day pass. Yes.
Yeah. Where's
That
the
way you
best
can
way to
come
get
all
that?
over. You go to our website. It's at www.theselfdiscoverycenter.com, and the 3-day pass is one of the tabs.
I would assume also that's the place to find information.
It would be. It would be.
Absolutely.
You go to that. Now, you can also, we do a lot of social media advertising, so we're on Facebook a lot. You can just go to the 25th Metaphysical Fair. It'll be there. You can follow us on that as well.
And one of our largest draws to coming to the fair is our aura photographer. She gives you a lot of information about the chakras that you were talking about.
The colors
and
that
it's
surround
all
you.
colors.
I've always wanted to do that.
Come, it'll be really exciting to get
I
her
know a
out so
place you
everybody
can do it now.
Exactly.
There you go.
Gentlemen, thanks for being
come
with
early,
us.
too.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
always
you
a
for
good
having
idea.
us. Yes.
Get your tickets and come early, all
Yes.
right? Metaphysical Fair, and that was July 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Did someone say what the Hollywood? No? Well, that's what you're getting next. I'm doing it. That's what you're getting. Don't go anywhere.
We're all looking for ways to save and stretch that dollar.
News Nation Tonight. News Nation's Jesse Weber is live from Las Vegas for CrimeCon with a look at America's biggest true crime cases. Plus, Holly Madison, attorney Mark Garagos, and an exclusive jailhouse interview. Jesse Weber live, starting tonight, 11:10 Central on News Nation.
We already have our first call of the night from Decision Desk HQ.
It's no fluke. It's the real thing.
On-the-ground reporting with real data in real time.
Of polling.
The Primo.
The Primo, there we go. And this is especially important in a midterm year.
News Nation and DDHQ.
The Ford Memorial Day Sell-a-thon is on, and we're celebrating American values with employee pricing on adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Military and first responders get $1,000 in savings. Get behind the wheel with these Memorial Day Sell-a-thon deals before June 1st. And you can get employee pricing plus $1,500 cash back on a 2025 Ford Bronco Sport. Head to your Midwest Ford dealers today. Driven by value.
When you need it built strong and built right too, call Fair and True. We're the team for you. From dream to design, from start to the end, we build it with care like we would for a friend. Honest through and through. Homes, officer, they're that brand new deck. We show up on time and we earn your respect. Craftsmanship solid and pricing that's fair with Fair and True Construction. We're already there.
Win a backyard barbecue from Color 10 at Fox 49. Every Thursday, we head out to someone's backyard. We can feature your backyard during the forecast.
Submit a photo of your backyard to ozarksfirst.com,
where you have a weekly chance to win a $100 Price Cutter gift card and host our backyard barbecue. You can also enter our one-time contest for a $400 gift card from Price Cutter.
We'll do the forecast while you and your friends enjoy our backyard barbecue.
The Ozarks First Backyard Barbecue, sponsored by Price Cutter, Sun Control, and Highland Dairy.
This morning, tens of thousands of Americans got up and went to work, caring for young kids, older adults, people with disabilities, feeding, bathing, dressing, supporting, being an irreplaceable part of their lives and our communities. Our caregivers help people lead full lives, from each person who relies on consistent care to the millions of people who love them. Caregivers, essential for America.
It's time to go racing under the lights.
There could be chaos here tonight. It's going to be a great night for racing.
We're going to bring home a trophy tonight.
Doing it under the lights is so special.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. This Saturday night from Nashville at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
Welcome back, friends, and Hollywood news fanatics. Let's get to some What the Hollywood, because this week, the world of Netflix and the Kardashians are making headlines. And honestly, it's really not that far-fetched by any means, but what is far-fetched is the subject of a recent Netflix documentary seeking out the legal assistance of one Kimberly Diane Kardashian, okay? So earlier this week, if you were watching the show on Wednesday, Jeremy reviewed Netflix's documentary, The Crash, which you're seeing right here, okay? This is about the horrific car accident of a then 17-year-old Mackenzie Shrilla and her boyfriend Dominic Russo and their friend Davion Flanagan. Now, Mackenzie intentionally drove her car at 100 miles per hour into a brick building in Strongsville, Ohio, back in July 2022. So I'm going to give you this. This is a spoiler alert. I repeat, a spoiler alert, okay? So in the event you haven't watched it or discovered the outcome from social media, spoiler alert incoming, okay? She was tried as an adult despite being 17 at the time of the crash. And in 2023, she was charged and convicted of 12 felony counts, including murder, felonious assault, and aggravated vehicular homicide. She is serving 2 concurrent 15-year to life sentences. So, since the release of this profound documentary, Mackenzie's name, face, likeness have been all over social media, which I know I'm contributing to the problem. This is exactly what she wanted, but it's something we've got to talk about. And I'll just say, what I've seen of her on social media since she's been in prison, not flattering, or anything she could actually use to her advantage if she were ever granted an appeal. Like speaking to her mom about wanting Kim Kardashian's legal help in this matter. Now, mind you, this phone call that I'm going to show you was allegedly made days before her verdict was announced. So take a listen.
It was published in England.
What?
Yes.
It's in world news?
I think the Daily Mail just publishes it in all their publications, but yeah, the UK.
It's on the Daily Mail?
In UK.
Maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out herself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping. We're getting there.
Okay, so again, if you've watched it, you know that her parents are absolutely bonkers. The laughing, I mean, it's just kind of sickening, really, that phone call. So, of course, our friends over at TMZ exclusively learned where Kim Kardashian stands on this matter. A source close to Kim told TMZ that, Kim really only advocates for criminal justice reform by supporting individuals she believes were wrongfully convicted, as well as people within the prison system who have demonstrated rehabilitation and deserve a fair second chance. Remember, I just said everything that I've seen about this Mackenzie Shrilla since being in prison, not the most flattering. So I'm sure that was a deterrent, if there ever was one. So this case obviously does not fall within her focus. So a Kim K, Mackenzie Shrilla showdown in court will not be happening. And honestly, I'm happy about that. Okay. Now, speaking of, the topic of law, the court of law, a new sentence was just handed down to someone connected in the death of Friends star Matthew Perry. Okay. Earlier this week, Perry's mother, Suzanne, and stepfather, and famed Dateline journalist Keith Morrison appeared in a Los Angeles area court for the sentencing of Perry's former assistant, Kenneth Iwamasa. Okay. Iwamasa was Perry's live-in assistant, and he actually injected the actor with ketamine 3 times before Perry was found dead, face down in the hot tub at his Los Angeles home back in October of 2023. So Iwamasa was not the only defendant. He was one of 5 defendants charged in connection with Matthew Perry's death. And his sentencing, as I said, came out earlier this week on Wednesday. He was sentenced to 41 months in prison for his involvement and also received a $10,000 fine. Now, is that justice per se? I'm not sure, but at least he will be behind bars, hopefully learning a very valuable lesson for 41 months. Following his sentencing, Iwamasa told the courtroom, quote, "I am sorry to all of you. You all know how much Matthew loved you. I'm so sorry to have done illegal acts. I will forever regret it, and I will take it to my grave and be a cautionary tale and make better choices than I did. I'm horribly, horribly sorry, and I offer my condolences to you." Now, the other 4 defendants sentenced in connection with Perry's death were Eric Fleming, an acquaintance of the actor, Mark Chavez, a doctor in San Diego, Salvador Plasencia, a Santa Monica doctor, and then Jasmine Sangha, who was deemed the ketamine queen by federal prosecutors. So, of course, was justice served? Yes, it was, but it, of course, will not bring back Matthew Perry. But I'm glad to see people that were connected in his death are getting time behind bars. All right, switching gears to happier times, happier things. I feel the next story should be titled What the Dollywood, because I'm talking about the one and only Dolly Parton, which I find myself doing more and more of these days, and I love it. So our girl, Dolly, she is fixing to break some rules, and not just any rules, but rules she herself implemented, okay? She has been co-owner of Dollywood, the whimsical Tennessee theme park named in her honor, for 40 years. But did you know that she isn't a fan of riding many or really any of the park's attractions? Dolly has shared in the past in interviews that she isn't a fan of theme park rides due to, getting motion sickness, claustrophobia, and she's got too much to lose, on roller coasters, if you know what I'm saying. She said in 2023, quote, "My chest would fly out, my hair would fall off, any number of things could happen to me on those rides." Okay, perfect reason for not going on them. However, that all could change very soon because Dollywood is preparing to open its biggest attraction yet, a $50 million indoor roller coaster called Night Flight Expedition. It's part roller coaster, part water ride. And in a press video last fall, Dolly said, quote, "I usually don't ride the rides, but this one sounds so magical, I might just check it out." It is a 5.5-minute ride, and it will immerse guests in an extraordinary Smoky Mountains adventure. Riders will soar on a nighttime flight, embark on a white water rafting excursion, and traverse a mountain ridge on a roller coaster and navigate a mysterious shimmering lake by boat. Sounds really fun, but indoor, outdoor, water involved, I don't really see the appeal for that one and why Dolly would go. But you know what? To each their own. I hope to see Dolly on it. Okay, some quick bites before I wrap up here. Fans of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you guys, he is coming back. And he's coming to YouTube beginning June 4th, okay? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood will have a dedicated YouTube channel bringing the beloved series to a global audience. The channel will have full episodes, a live stream, clips, and compilations from the iconic show featuring Fred Rogers, and his timeless messages of kindness, curiosity, and community. Also, this should be criminal. Gwyneth Paltrow uses arugula as a dairy substitute. That's all I'll say. No words. Absolutely no words. Arugula. And then Papa John's is opening Pizza Planet across Los Angeles in honor of the release of Toy Story 5. So if you happen to be in Los Angeles in the coming days, check out, a Pizza Planet. And that's all I got for this week's What the Hollywood. When we come back, we're going to chit-chat with Kevin and Chris over at 98.7 The Dove. Don't go anywhere.
You're watching Ozarks First, Fox 49.
At Harry Cooper Supply, we've spent over 100 years serving hard-working Americans. Now, as we join the nation in celebrating its 250th milestone, we remain dedicated to the spirit that moves us all forward. Harry Cooper Supply, quality you can trust.
It still feels like he's going to walk right in and sit down for dinner.
I even made his favorite this week.
Are you okay, Mom? Are you sure you're ready to do this again so soon?
Honey, there's no place I'd rather be right now than here with family. I was just worried I wasn't going to be able to do this anymore with the cost of the funeral, and it was so unexpected. But your dad, he always had a plan.
What do you mean?
He had a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. It really helped me with the expenses, and the payment came so fast.
But how was he able to qualify? With his health issues?
With United of Omaha, there were no health questions or medical exams. His acceptance was guaranteed.
If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage, starting at just $6.38 a month with United of Omaha. Your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down for any reason, and benefits may be paid within 24 hours. Unlike some policies, United of Omaha benefits are payable from day one. With one quick call, you can qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage.
But aren't those policies expensive?
They had options for as little as $6.38 a month. Plus, it was so easy. I even signed up for a policy of my own, so you won't have to worry either. And with their rate lock guarantee, my rate is locked in for life. My coverage will never go down, and my premiums will never increase.
Help take care of your loved ones after you're gone with a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy from United of Omaha today.
Call 800-616-7970. That's 800-616-7970. 800-616-7970. Call today.
Aaron Sachs & Associates is a proud sponsor of Spirit of America on Ozarks First.
Join us as we celebrate 250 years of our nation, sharing stories from across the country that shaped who we are today.
Spirit of America, sponsored by Aaron Sachs & Associates.
When the heat hits Springfield, Air Services is ready to keep your home cool and comfortable. Whether it's a seasonal inspection or a system that's lost its edge, our expert technicians bring precision, speed, and service that goes above and beyond. Air Services is here to catch little issues before they become big problems, so your home stays efficient, your bills stay low, and your comfort stays high. Trust the experts to get it done.
Don't you get nervous, call Air Services today.
Oh, it's always fun when we get a check-in with Kevin and Chris over at 98.7 The Dove. And we just never know where the conversation is going to go, and I have a feeling same case today. So Kevin and Chris, happy Friday. How are we doing?
Yeah. That's how it's fun.
Yeah.
Not knowing what's going on.
That's right. Everything is just spontaneous, you know.
It's unscripted. It is unscripted.
Yeah.
So
That's
what's
right.
going on?
Well, we're just watching the rain come down, you know, through our atrium here. It's pouring down rain, if you didn't know, and but we don't care. We're having fun and ready for the weekend.
Yeah, we are.
It feels like it's been, even though it's been a short week, it feels like it's been a long week. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Always happens when you have Monday off. It seems
It's
like
something
the
to do with
longest week.
space-time continuum. That's what it is.
Right.
Don't you feel like that it should be like mandatory that every Monday is a holiday now?
That's what we're thinking.
I think so, or every Friday. I feel like every Friday should be, you know.
No. Fridays are more exciting.
Yeah.
You know, the Sunday scaries.
Yeah. I think at least twice a month we should get that Monday off or get at least one of those days off.
I agree.
I'm voting for you if you're running on that ticket. I'm voting for you.
Hey, let's go. Let's
There
go.
you
Let's
go.
get that campaign. Do it. Tom, you're the campaign manager.
Yeah.
You don't buy too many things. All right.
So with summer, you know, I mean, it's not officially summer, but summer is, you know, school's out. And so kids, it's summertime for the kids. The weather's somewhat nicer on different days. But summer camp, more specifically adult summer camp. You guys are starting one, or what's going on?
Well, we were just floating the idea, you know, we were asking our listeners, You know, what do you think? What would you like to do at our at the Kevin and Chris summer camp for grown-ups? And you know.
Yeah. So here was one of my things that I was thinking. There's no bugle. There's no alarms. We sleep till we wake up, and then there's like a fancy like coffee bar or mimosa, whatever floats your boat.
Right. Open bar. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just chill for a second. Then you start your day.
Although I want to do morning announcements, so I'm trying to wrap that up. And then, yeah, you know, I want to do like capture the flag and stuff. I just think that'd be fun.
Oh, 100%. I would be the first one signed up, and I would be the first one at the mimosa bar.
Okay.
See? But aren't we all down for no alarm clock?
No alarm clocks.
Yes. We just wake up when we want.
Well, if left to my own design, crack of noon is when I think about getting up and getting going.
Yeah.
Right.
So totally up
So
to you.
everyone has that chunk of time, whether you get up like at 2 or 3, or you want to get up at noon.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be at the coffee mimosa bar all waiting for you to get up, Tom.
Will
I'm
you
not supposed to.
will you not have tent service or cabin service? Can it be brought to me?
Yeah.
Do I actually
Yeah,
have to
food
get up
trucks.
and walk
Yeah.
around?
We're going to have food trucks, and they can drop it off to you. Yeah.
If Maddie's there, we want to conjoin into an area so we can start having fun.
Little compound, you know? Which I also feel at the Kevin and Chris summer adults only summer camp, you need to have a karaoke showdown and also maybe a dance off, because at the end of the day, you guys know your music, you know the good stuff.
And we
Nobody told us to do that at our summer camp until you
Right.
now. So
Crank it up.
done and done.
crank it up. And we're going to bring back lawn darts, even though they're illegal.
Yes.
You know, 'cause,
Yes.
you know what? But we're going to bring them back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long distance long darts, those are the most fun, where you have to throw them over the hill to the other
Yep.
side.
You get a head start. All right, you start running, get a head start, and then you throw the dart.
I mean, just
That's-
to keep it like not an all-inclusive, I would like to learn a skill like archery or something, just
Well,
so
that's
I can
close.
at least have learned something while I was there.
He wants a merit badge.
Yeah. And speaking, okay, so even though school's out, best school-themed movies.
Oh, yeah.
What a ripe movie category,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
we did it this week, and all of our movies were good, but we have a competition every week, top 3 picks, and so we've each picked some movies, but all of our movies were good. Like, for instance, I went with Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You had
I had School of Rock.
right, and then we also had Mean Girls. I went with that one too.
Yes, I had Breakfast Club.
What did Don pick?
Don picked
Ferris.
and Clueless.
Right.
Oh
It
my
was a
gosh.
showdown.
Yeah,
Those are
Kevin
all.
won. Kevin won by a vote.
I won. Yep.
Wait,
Wow.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High or Mean Girls won?
Both of those were in my.
Yeah.
Each of us got 3 picks, and I picked those 2, and then I also picked Dead Poets Society, which I just think is a great movie.
And I picked Dazed and Confused. Come on.
What about Monsters University or whatever it was?
That's a good one
That's a
too.
good one, Tom.
What about Billy Madison?
We left some good ones on the table.
There are
You
so
guys
many
play.
school-themed movies.
I know.
But when you start looking at like St. Elmo's Fire or things like that, you start looking at all the school-themed movies, and it's just so fun.
I figured, Tom, you'd go with the Animal House.
Oh my gosh.
That is the top one, actually. Animal
Yeah,
House would
I
have
knew.
won it across the board.
I knew
Man.
it.
Toga. I think I'd have to go though with Kevin's choice of Mean Girls. That one popped into my head when I was typing this in the prompter this morning. I was like, Mean Girls. It's the best school movie ever because it is very.
You know why? You know what? Because you are so fetch.
Oh,
That's
stop
why.
trying to make fetch happen, Kevin.
You guys, that's just not a thing.
Oh, wait a minute.
It is.
Kevin does wear pink on Wednesdays, though.
I do.
That is great, and I approve.
Nah, Mean Girls can't hold Animal House's socks. Forget it.
That
Animal
is
House.
true. The Animal House is like the first of all of them, really.
Yeah.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
All good stuff. Well, you guys, it's so good catching up with you. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next week, okay?
You should.
Stay dry.
All right. Win tickets to see Journey. This is a good one. Get ready to rock with Journey. Final Frontier Tour 2026 at the Great Southern Bank Arena on June 25th. Now we're giving away 2 pair of tickets, and you could be there to sing along to all the classics live. Contest runs now until June 22nd of this year. Winner will be randomly drawn and announced on Unscripted June 24th of this year as well. Tickets will be received electronically.
Yeah, go to ozarksfirst.com/contest to enter to win Journey. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train. Going anywhere. Anywhere. What's another Journey song? That's the one that always, it plays at every single wedding.
I can't remember. And I've been to see Journey. I've been to the tribute bands and things like that, and it's just it's great to watch them. It's great music.
What stuck in my head is "Carry on My Way," and that's because you did the interview with Kansas. So that one just keeps popping in my head. But that's a good one.
That's Kansas.
That's Kansas, not Journey.
No.
But anyways, okay. So Tom, I want to go back to that school-themed movie.
Yeah.
So Animal House is your top pick.
I would say that unless I could think of a much older one, like one where Bing Crosby's this millionaire and he goes back to college. That was a fun movie. But that's old, 30s, 40s kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in modern times, Animal House, I think.
Were you in a fraternity? Did that resonate with you?
No, they wouldn't let me in.
Were you too good or too bad for the fraternity?
I was not in a frat. No.
Okay, all right. Well, now
Were you?
I was in a sorority.
Oh, yeah, one of them things.
One of them things.
Yeah.
So, of course, that resonates. Like Legally Blonde, totally resonates.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, good stuff.
All right, we will be right back.
Tom Schmidt on Ozarks First. First in weather, first for you.
Hi, Roger here from Race Brothers. We're a big store with a lot of stuff, so check out our complete line of Cub Cadet mowers. Step up to the ultimate all-around mowing experience with the Cub Cadet Ultima series. These mowers are built for strength and comfort. This is not your typical zero-turn mower. This Cub Cadet Ultimate series is awesome and priced to sell at Race Brothers. Don't forget our great parts and service department. We service what we sell at Race Brothers in Springfield, Carthage, and Monette. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Heavenly Creations, your premier garden center in Bolivar. For the do-it-yourself gardener, we'll help you discover what you need to accomplish any project. 80% of our products are grown on location, ensuring fair and reasonable prices. Check our availability on the web. We make ordinary yards heavenly creations.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality as sure as value. Our people make the difference.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
If you've been searching for an alternative to suffering with dentures, I've got a great solution for you. I'm Dr. Grant Olson, and at Innovative Dental Implant Center, an Innovative Implant Smile will give you back the smile that you love and let you eat the food you want with a premium set of natural-looking teeth screwed in on implants that doesn't come in and out. To learn more about this life-changing Innovative Implant Smile, visit innovativeimplantsmile.com or give us a call at 417-319-2509.
Your health matters. Find out how to improve it with Ozarks Health Experts. Quality sleep plays a critical role in overall health, recovery, and daily performance. Depend on iSense smart mattresses, helping reduce pressure, support proper spinal alignment, and relieve the aches and pains that disrupt restorative sleep. Experience personalized comfort and work with trained sleep experts at iSense. iSense is your sleep and recovery partner with Ozarks Health Experts. For more information on iSense, visit ozarksfirst.com and go to Ozarks Health Experts.
Daybreak on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
who it is. Our favorite person, Angela Hudson, with the least of these food pantry in Christian County. Good morning to you, Angela. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. You are bringing so much brightness and sunshine on this gloomy day, so we appreciate you for
I had to. That was the whole point this morning. I was like,
you're helping our food and you're helping Christian County.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right, so before we get to what, we're going to be making today, let's talk about, summertime is here, kids are out of school, and, when food is an issue while they're in school, it becomes a bigger issue when they're out of school.
Oh, absolutely. And so one of the things that we do, we have a summer food program. So we actually give families with kids more food, those snack type items, things that kids can make on their own, which is fantastic. Again, parents do struggle with that. They're not quite sure, how are they going to fill those gaps in with breakfast and with lunch when they depended on the school for that. So we love to be able to provide those things such as cheese sticks, the cups, mac and cheese, yogurt, also other dairy products and produce that they can snack on.
But you have a beautiful facility too, where all of this is gathered and sorted and is available to people, throughout the county then.
Yes, absolutely. It's wonderful. Yeah.
And you were talking about, easy to make snacks, because when parents are at work, they're kind of like, all right, kids, what's the easiest thing they can make that they're not going to burn themselves? So what have you brought today to make?
Absolutely. So sometimes we want to always show our clients and our families how food can go further. And, you get a 10-pack of flour tortillas. It's taco night. You're making them. I don't know if you're like me, but I always end up with two left over. And I'm like, what do I do with that? So I'm going to show you today. So we have just some regular, taco-sized flour tortillas. And I'll just pull one out. And then what we're going to do is make a little dessert. So you could have tacos and a dessert. And this right here is going to be a half a cup of sugar.
Can I switch with you, Angela?
Yeah, of course. Half a cup of sugar. And then we're going to take 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And we're just going to put that in there. Mix that all up. Get that in there really good. Mix that up, making a cinnamon and sugar base there.
I can just eat that.
Yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong, right?
Stick my finger in.
Cinnamon and sugar is always good. And then it's so simple. All we do is we take butter, and I'm just brushing butter on a tortilla, like so. And then I'm going to take cinnamon and sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top, like so.
Okay, that's good right now.
Yeah, you could just eat that, Tom, couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
Then I'm just going to flip it really quick. Do the same thing. Put it on there like so. And then take this and sprinkle it. And then, you can kind of shake the excess off if you want to. Then all you do is take it, cut it into 4s, like so. And then you take this and you lay them on your pan. And you bake these for anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. It really depends on the oven. So you kind of want to watch them.
Okay.
So with this, you would want adult supervision with that, but it's a great thing, easy to do with the kids. Like they can do the butter and the cinnamon and sugar, and then when they're done, they look like this.
Oh my gosh.
So, yes.
There's a suggestion too, because sometimes if you don't want kids to have to handle it, a pizza cutter works really good.
You're exactly right.
Zoop, 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 and then it's done.
Yeah. And then I have some ice cream here, so then these are great to just stick in with some vanilla ice cream.
Did you know I have a sweet tooth this pregnancy?
I don't know, maybe.
May I please get in there?
Yes, and then then we just, and you could also do fruit with this and mix up fruit and use these as like little crackers with fruit. Tom, there you go.
Thank you.
So it's
divine.
It's so simple, and it's like, again, how do we make food go a lot further than then it's not wasted? Because I don't know how many times I've thrown tortillas away, and I was reminded.
You said you have 2 left. You're like, well, I can't just make 2 tacos. I got a pound of meat. So a great resourceful way. Now, speaking of ice cream, we all want to cool down in the summer.
That's right. Yep.
And you guys have a box fan drive.
We do.
Happening.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that, families that are maybe in the summertime, those utility bills go up, or, they've had rent increases, and we all know about the grocery and gas increases that families are facing right now. But one practical way that people can help is by donating a box fan. It really does help our adult seniors.
Oh, yeah. Just to be able to move the air around a little bit can make all the difference.
Yes, absolutely. It helps families families with kids, and it helps, for some of those, they've got to keep that thermostat a little bit higher. And so just having that, again, to keep that air moving within the home is a great thing. So we are doing a box fan drive, and we're doing that starting now into July and August. And we do ask for new box fans, but they can be dropped off, at least of these, any Tuesday or Thursday between 9 and noon. But they can also give us a call if they've got questions. I don't know if they've got the number to pop up, but you can easily call us at 724-2500. Very easy number. Or you can also email us at info@leastofthese.org, and stay tuned to our socials to learn more about other things that we have going on this summer.
You always have things going on.
We do.
Helping a lot of
And
people.
you can donate once in June, once in July, once in August. You can do all three at once if you'd like, or one-time donation. So a new box fan out at Least of These.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That would be
Perfect,
wonderful.
Angela. Well, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you again for having
Thanks for the treat.
You're very welcome.
Lots more fun coming your way on Unscripted, and we'll be right back with that.
Bailey Stroll on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
Hy-Vee Hot Deals means more savings. This week, Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloin Fillets only $3.99. Georgia Peaches just $1.77 a pound. Hy-Vee Pasta 88 cents. Alani New Energy Drinks 3 for $7. Hy-Vee Fresh Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast only $3.99 a pound. Pepsi just $4.99 each when you buy 2. Hormel Black Label Bacon $4.99. And Frito-Lay Tostitos or Ruffles chips $2.99 each when you buy 2. The hot deals are at Hy-Vee.
An auto accident can change your life in an instant. The physical, emotional, and financial burdens can be overwhelming. Deputy Ann Mizell is here to help. Our legal experts help you navigate the complexities, ensuring you receive fair compensation and justice. We simplify the process, providing personalized support from initial care to rehabilitation and financial compensation, offering you quick and reliable assistance when you need it most. Contact Deputy Ann Mizell today.
When you need it built strong and built right too, call Fair and True. We're the team for you. From dream to design, from start to the end, we build it with care like we would for a friend. Honest through and through. Homes, office, or that brand new deck. We show up on time and we earn your respect. Craftsmanship solid and pricing that's fair. With Fair and True Construction, we're already there.
I like weather. I'm passionate about weather. I get excited about weather. It rains, I walk outside to look at the weather.
And then your job, ironically, puts you inside, away from the storms that you really want to see.
We're answering some popular myths. If a tornado's coming, should you be opening the windows or not?
Do you go outside?
Is it too cold for snow? Look at that. That has been ruled at least EF3 tornado.
In this case, we actually have visual evidence of what this looked like as it was blowing through.
This is a beast of a system.
Watch Two Dudes in a Doppler on Ozarks First Plus.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality assures value. Our people make the difference.
The UFL is taking over the weekend with the regular season finale.
And it comes down to this.
And it all kicks off with Fox UFL Friday. The playoff push is on.
Turn it up a notch.
As the Dallas Renegades
Huge play.
face the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Well, he turns on the Jets.
Then on Sunday, it's the Louisville Kings.
Touchdown.
And the Columbus Aviators.
Let's go.
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
Okay, we're going to be talking about something called Moth Mart. Did I have that right?
Moth Market.
Moth Market.
Yes.
I got the first part right at least.
Yes.
Moth Market. And Mindy and Emily are with us today. First of all, thanks for coming in. You have to explain the market, first of all.
Yes. So we co-own an event called Moth Market. It's an oddities event.
Okay.
And so it's oddities and horror. We have vendors that come in and sell all of the awesome things that people make and collect and forage.
Okay, so when I saw Moth Market on our schedule, I was thinking like the moth that flies. Yeah. But what is the tie-in with the moth and the horror and kind of the overall vibe of this market?
Right. Well, we use the Death's Head moth for our emblem, and it just kind of was the name we came up with when we started.
It has a little marking on its back that looks like a skull.
Oh,
is that the one they use in Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Now I know where it is.
So now, yeah, you see like the imagery.
Yeah. And how long has this market been going on? Where did you guys start it? Where have you expanded it to?
We started in October of 24, and we had a small outdoor event. We thought maybe 15 vendors. We ended up with 37. We were at Relics, and people were parking at Hy-Vee.
Wow.
Ran out of parking. It was great. So we just didn't know it was going to be so well received. So we just kind of have grown it.
Yeah.
We're on our 8th show right now that we're doing in August in Columbia.
Wow.
Yeah. And then in October, we'll be back here in Springfield at the fairgrounds. In November, we're having a goth alt fashion event at Relics again. So that'll be fun, and it's going to be big, I think.
You are all over the place.
We are.
Yeah, you brought some examples here of things people might see at the market?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have, of course, our shirt. Yes, we've got our merch. Yeah, there's a tarantula down there. This little painting that I did actually of lobotomy.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've
You're
got
familiar with those, aren't you?
I'm sure my parents wanted to give me one when I was little. Shut up.
Yes, I know.
But okay, sorry. What else do you have?
Taxidermy, wet specimens, little collectibles.
Believe it or not, there's an octopus in that jar.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to break.
Go
see
that.
Can I pick it up?
Sure, I
Okay.
could have handed it to you.
Oh my gosh! I feel like I'm already touching it, but
I know.
It's behind glass. I don't know if we can. That is that's an octopus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So do the vendors? Tom, don't make me drop this. I am going to give that back to you. So do vendors bring these? What do the vendors bring? Are they bringing stuff like this that you can purchase, or do you just look at it? Or?
Yes. So like you can purchase things from all of our vendors. I think they've got some footage of our booths up there. There's all sorts of things. I mean, we've seen anything from like the taxidermy, the wet specimens, but also just awesome art and people's collections. People collect antique like medical supplies and all sorts of the cool creepy stuff.
The cool creepy stuff.
Yeah.
It's my sister starts celebrating Halloween in July. Like she's like X amount of months, So
that's our people.
I was gonna say she is your people, so this is a great time for that kind of we'll call it the moth market subculture.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're really trying to grow the community, and we're really proud of the fact that we have vendors coming from 6 states.
Wow.
To come and sell things here. It's a great boost for the community and the economy because of all the people that come in. And in March, we're really excited to announce that Moth Market is changing up a little bit, and we're going to be doing a tattoo convention.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Moth Market Inked.
Love that.
Okay, so you have one coming up in Columbia.
Right.
Correct.
And then you're going to be back more toward our area. When are those again and where?
I actually have a list right here.
Go ahead.
All right. So on August 29th is Columbia.
Okay.
That one's called Moth Market Rise of the Living Dead.
Okay.
And then we've got October 17th here at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
And that's called Moth Market Apocalypse. November 14th is Relics, Dressed to Kill.
Okay.
Is that one. And then March 19th through the 21st is Moth Market Inked.
At the Shrine.
At the Shrine. Yep.
Ladies, thank you so much for
Thanks
coming in
for
this
being
morning.
with us.
Thank
It is
you.
time to switch over to Color 10 CBS. Jeremy is live for the final hour.
Hey, Jeremy.
Your home tells a story. Sometimes it needs a new chapter. Len Pro Home Repair brings integrity to every project, from carpentry, doors, windows, drywall, painting, and even flooring work. We're a family-owned team making quality repairs affordable so your house can feel like home again. Ready for a fresh start? Visit lenprohomerepair.com.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
All right.
High school. Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
Save big money with Menards Spotlight Savings before the sun sets on these amazing deals. Prices are value after rebate. Colored wood mulch is only $197. Assorted premium perennials, just $6.99. Divert rainwater away from your foundation with a downspout extension, also only $6.99. 1 pound packs of bratwurst are just $2.99. Plus, sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer and exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Every day, we push harder, train longer, prepare to be more on the field, the court, and the diamond. At Multiply Credit Union, we believe in that same drive. We're here to help our members grow together, live fully, and be more in every stage of life. Multiply Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
At Camp Barnabas, we say yes to life-changing experiences. Ziplining, water slides, canoeing, parties, and more. All designed for individuals with disabilities and chronic illnesses. Since 1994, we've welcomed over 100,000 campers and missionary volunteers. But camp isn't possible without your generosity. Together, we can ensure no one misses out. Support our mission today at campbarnabas.org.
The UFL is taking over the weekend with the regular season finale.
And it comes down to this.
And it all kicks off with Fox UFL Friday. The playoff push is on.
Turn it up a notch.
As the Dallas Renegades
Huge play.
face the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Well, he turns on the Jets.
Then on Sunday, it's the Louisville Kings.
Touchdown.
And the Columbus Aviators.
Let's go.
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49. Watch Put Me in Coach on Ozarks First Plus.
Who runs for fun? This is terrible. Can't emphasize this enough. We are both washed up.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device. Watch two dudes in a Doppler on Ozarks First Plus.
This is a beast of a system.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
We've got your cast iron cookware at Arctic Food Equipment.
Next stop, Sherry.
We're gonna have a real good time, feel good time, spreading love and joy and laughter all over the place. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Be so legendary. Sherry's got you feeling good.
And now, your host, Sherry Shepherd.
special hey family to everybody in Kansas City.